Isn't that the point, Doctor? She's called Susan.
Is that significant?
Susan is the name of my granddaughter.
Oh, so you have a granddaughter. Okay, yes. I know
Which
you're not all the way caught up.
I do know that the very first season, the very first companion was Susan. The very first Doctor, he traveled, and his companion was his granddaughter, Susan.
Ah, see, that's news to me. So, okay, I'm here for that. I like surprises. What's going on, it's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you can already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Puppet.
Hey, I like the little change up. Listen, this is Doctor Who, Disney Plus. I think it's season 1, it's season 14 on the other ones, and this is going to be, what is this, like episode 7, I believe?
7,
Yes, episode 7, and this one is called The Legend of Ruby Sunday. Make sure you stay to the very end, because you know me and Rekkai, we're going to chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth, if you will, over the things that we've enjoyed and the things that, you know, we may be scratching our heads about. So without any further ado, let's get started. It is hard to believe we are already on episode 7, man. This season is flying by.
But, I mean, to be fair, normally for us, that means we'd only be halfway through the season.
That's true.
Positions.
Hey! Old girl from, what, Unit? You know the name of it? Something?
Yeah.
Word?
Units in
Stark's
the
Tower?
Avengers building, huh?
Yeah, we are Stark. What's going on?
You see that? I mean, this is Disney, so they put Unit in the Avengers old tower.
Give me the loving!
Wait a minute.
How was your man? How's your uncle? Oh, good. Ruby, Rose, Ruby. 2 different shades of red. Doctor.
Okay, we got different rows. Okay.
Okay. I'm piecing it together somehow.
Ruby, this is Kate. We love Kate. I knew Kate's dad. He was the best of men. That is the Lynx.
Oh, the links, huh?
Now, is Kate the one that met with Ruby when Ruby was falling herself?
Yeah.
Looking good, sir. Hi, sorry, I did get you.
But that's a different timeline, right? We're still kind of arguing that a little bit.
13 years old. Nice to meet you, Morris Gibbons.
Okay. Got himself a little segue. Okay.
I need your help. Because something really weird keeps happening. Everywhere I land, a woman appears.
Okay, we're going to address it.
So she is a comms officer in the planet Pacifico Del Rio. Okay. She's someone's mum in Fine Time.
Okay.
Portrait in 1813, and the list goes on. Planet Slug, she's a Slug mom. Planet Varsity.
Whoa.
Be here. So I'm hoping that Unit can find her and analyze her. She's always middle-aged, about so high, 6.
Middle-aged? I don't know if that's middle-aged. Uh-oh. She's the president, watch.
She's the director of Unit.
It changes. This is when the whole world is changed.
Oh. She's Elon in it, huh?
IT genius. And today she's releasing her software worldwide free of charge, a gift from Triad Technology.
Oh, yeah. She's been getting her Zuck on, huh?
Yeah. That's Harold Saxon.
Triad.
Triad.
TARDIS.
Huh.
Well, obviously. Thank you.
Even I got that.
That is why we've been watching her. Because it spells TARDIS, we know that.
They're like, catch up.
Isn't that the point, Doctor? She's called Susan.
Is that significant?
Susan is the name of my granddaughter.
Oh, so you have a granddaughter. Okay, yes. I know you're not all the way caught up.
I do know that the very first season, the very first companion was Susan. The very first Doctor, he traveled, and his companion was his granddaughter, Susan.
Ah, see, that's news to me. So, okay, I'm here for that. I like surprises.
Doctor, am I being thicket? How do you not know your own granddaughter? I mean, don't you recognize her?
Oh, she don't know about him regenerating.
Yeah.
Just don't go changing yours again.
Oh, no, I'm keeping this one for a long, long time.
Yeah, at least 2 to 3 seasons. Yeah.
Probability of a trap 95% and rising.
Is the start of a better future, a prosperous future for everyone.
I love how her picture's right above the TARDIS. Yeah. Just in case you were wondering if they're not linked.
Mm-hmm.
We also have another mystery woman. Ruby Sunday!
Oh.
It's amazing. You look gorgeous. Oh, it's my sister.
Okay, so Ruby is not the mystery woman, but your mother is. Ruby is a foundling and was left on Ruby Road.
We've got your history after that.
That's right. That's a different word for orphan.
She's a foundling. So,
Yeah.
so Ruby's a Mandalorian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the way.
6 meters away.
But does it show anything? Does the tape still exist?
Oh, no, we've got it. Yeah, my gran asked for it because it's mine and it's all I've got. But you can't see anything. It's black and white and...
We unit, girl.
Okay, we can sharpen the image.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, girl. We.
Oh, my God. Do you think you can clean it up? I can see my mother.
Oh Lord, this can't be good.
No, it's not. This is not going to end well.
At once, ma'am. This way.
Oh, thank you.
I'm coming too.
It's like we're on a mission.
You know, they never give me proper work.
Yeah, look. Is she in a WNBA? She gonna get caught.
That's
That
the
is
double
the
agent,
smallest
right?
hallway I've ever seen.
Now, I'm willing to bet she's probably in some previous Who's, since everybody's so familiar with her.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we didn't have much. He was a postman, she was a dinner lady. But they told me you can do anything. And look, I mean,
Dinner lady. I don't know what that means.
You think she's willfully ignorant?
Huh.
The Doc's granddaughter, Rose. Yeah.
Who, Mel?
No.
Or the Susan lady?
Yeah, Susan. Sue.
No, I don't think she's willfully ignorant. I think she's outstanding at playing her part.
Oh, okay.
She's pulling a Palpatine, I think. You know, when he was just Senator Palpatine.
Mm.
I nursed my old mum through diabetes and a hip operation. She died of an ulcer. But that was when I wasn't looking.
What? That's not good for your cause.
You too, Ruby. Still hoping for that growth spurt.
Ruby's response is like, yeah, okay, leave me the hell alone.
And I've decided it's about time I cause trouble for myself.
Yeah, come on, Rasta Bamba.
She reminds me of you ever, I know, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and
Yeah,
the whole family all lived in the bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things that aren't going to happen.
Oh,
There's a storm coming in.
dang.
The hell? Who the hell is
It
she?
waits no more.
Who is we? Who is he?
He waits no more. Ain't that part of them Pantheon people? Like what's her name? The Maestro.
Oh. Huh.
But he never, ever mentioned a granddaughter.
I was a different doctor back then.
Mm.
I'm trying.
If you've got a granddaughter, that means you've got kids.
Well, not quite. Not yet.
Okay.
Have a granddaughter before a daughter?
Life of a Time Lord.
Huh. Oh, this is about to tie into Ruby Sunday. I can feel it.
But you never come back to see her. Why not?
You've seen my life. I bring disaster.
That is true. Yes.
Mhm.
Come here. Come on.
It's almost like her naming herself Susan. It's probably not your real name, but that's part of the trap.
Mm.
Hey, Mel.
I know old head Whovians are like, oh my God.
Yeah, she's from.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's 1500 UK time, 10 a.m. in the USA. That's when Susan Triad addresses...
Was that a USB dongle?
Yeah.
Caterpillar doesn't know it's a butterfly, and a phoenix is just a bird.
Great comparisons.
Especially the Prime Minister.
Yeah, but it's Carla. Come on.
Carla Sunday, access granted.
Fine, thanks.
It's good to be the doctor.
It's good to be the doctor. That's on a VHS
I
tape.
know. Anybody under the age of 20 is like, what is that?
And his unit was absolutely forbidden to experiment with any form of time technology.
Do you have a time window?
10 floors down.
Can't hide anything from the doc.
He's like, I know it. I told you. That don't mean that's what you did. Stop it. So they can look through to different times.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it does.
That's like the what's the name? The fireplace.
Mirrors. Yeah, fireplace mirrors. Yeah.
He got on his Fonzarelli jacket.
This is wrong.
Hey, he gonna elbow the TARDIS and it's gonna start.
He didn't get on his jacket like he's part of the T-Birds. He get ready to go get in Grease Lightning.
Morris Gibbons,
Yes, Doc?
get this VHS wired up to that system.
Yeah, little bitty dude on a Segway.
Yeah.
He's 13. Got on his Richard Rich outfit.
Can't tell him nothing.
And predict backwards.
Oh my God, Mom!
Look, she's like, where in the Star Trek hell did you take me?
That part.
Ruby!
Look after her.
Yeah, I predict some
Terrible things. But the doctor helped me. I swear. Come on.
She'd probably come from a episode where she was a little girl or real young or something.
Probably.
I
can see that.
I don't predict this not gonna go well. It's always one of those, what could go wrong?
When you were born.
December 24th, 2004.
You were born on Christmas Eve.
I can almost remember what I was doing then.
It's snow. That's impossible.
I'll tell you what's impossible. Haven't turned it on yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Ruby. That he told him, he said, no, real snow. You can tell that Chuti's favorite doctor was David Tennant.
Because of the energy?
I'm trying to tell you now, that is one hell of an IMAX theater, boy.
Man.
Could you imagine? Can you imagine watching Doom 2 on that?
Oh, man. Hearing the thumpers go? Ugh.
Mm-hmm. You're like, it's the first time I done ever pooed on myself in the movie theaters.
I've never seen the window this strong.
We have given it the greatest power of all, memory. Time is remembered. Memory is time. She went to the church, she left Ruby in the doorway, and then she walked away. Towards us.
If it's on my bingo card, I think it's the doc's daughter.
Look at her face. Look, here she comes.
Oh.
Colonel Chidozi.
Can't make her out. Sorry, Doctor.
Why?
She don't want to be seen.
There's something else at play here. She turns and looks back.
That's me. The original me. Coming back in time in 2004 because goblins.
Mm-hmm.
That TARDIS is almost solid.
Fixed point.
Did she see me fighting? Anyone, can you see?
Doctor, I think she's crying. She's given away her child.
Ruby gonna move.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what
Ruby
companions
gonna
do.
move. She gonna pull a
Companions
Rose.
don't listen.
My memory of this keeps changing. Time keeps changing.
Uh-oh. You.
Look at that.
She's pointing at you.
Well, he got the
Why
gun
has he
up.
got his gun up?
Yeah.
Is there anything there?
Colonel Chidozi, you will return to your position.
Just see if there's anything there.
Doctor, you said not to move.
I know.
He'd like, who the time traveler?
There's nothing. There's just the lamppost, and all I've got is trees and stuff. Houses in the distance.
She's probably talking to you in this time period. Wait a
Maybe
minute.
if I try a different angle.
Colonel, be careful.
Why does he have a gun?
I don't know. You're in despair.
Vamos.
Doctor, she's walking away.
No, don't. No, Mom, please.
Where did dude go? Where Chidozi? Where he go?
I can't see it.
Maybe there's something, maybe there actually is something on Ruby Road. Or...
Okay. Black with the red background and swirly. Can't be good.
Where's Colonel Chidozi?
Right.
No. Stay where you are.
Yep, where's Colonel Chidozi?
We're seeing the upside down. What's going on?
Then where are you?
I am that thing.
Where are you?
I am in hell.
Oh, that's not good.
And Chidozi's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Open the doors.
So he was way excited at first. You didn't.
Dang, look at your boy Chidozi.
Looks like he's been dead for 100 years. I'm so sorry.
He was back at the fires of Pompeii. Look at where she looking at him. You got my man's killed.
I know, because she was like, I told you not to tell him to go.
Full option 10 and 11 schematics immediately. Yes, Mom.
Oh, she is angry. We don't know that he was her secret booth thing.
Could I introduce my friend?
Not right now. We're about to go on. Hello, hi there. I'm the doctor.
Ah, nice to meet you, pet. Doctor Who?
Just...
It never gets old.
She said the thing.
Yeah.
She said the thing.
Sorry, I've really got to go.
Being an ambulance.
She remembered them. She doesn't know how.
Okay.
You know what my next question is?
Okay.
Check her for a pocket watch.
Oh, right. Another Time Lord, huh?
And rewind the VHS.
I mean, it don't really make sense, but I mean, this is, wibbly wobbly timey whammy. So
what is it?
It's the TARDIS.
The TARDIS.
Oh.
But this time it's 20 meters to the north, and that thing is wrapped around it. But how?
I don't know.
Evil Time Lord. Oh, please be an evil Time Lord.
Did the TARDIS just?
Yeah, it's making a different sound too. And it looks darker.
Oh wait, look.
That's a different TARDIS.
It's made that noise before.
Yeah, it made a different noise. Yeah.
The truck is here.
Oh, evil TARDIS. Yes. Somebody's got to go in that bad boy. Or something's got to come out. One of the two. Either one of y'all got to go in it or something's got to come out.
This confirms life form.
Well, we can't see it. It registers on the quantum search.
Come on, open up, will you?
What has been going on with the TARDIS?
Especially you. Woo. But it's my honor to be here today.
It's crazy how she's doing that to an empty room.
Because we know what we've done. The tech billionaires. We've taken your money.
Oh.
Now see, remember they left Miss Flood at home with the grandmama, and she's attached to, them people or something like.
Kate, get Ruby to the time window.
What for?
You do not question. You move. Sullivan, take her and run. Just go.
I hope.
Okay.
I said to that man, who was he? But I keep having bad dreams.
Not dreams.
At arms with me.
I know you're not going to try to shoot bullets at it.
Oh.
In the howling void, he is hidden within the tempest. What? He's braved the storm.
That's what she was born for.
And he whispered to the vessel.
Who has?
All
What
this
do you
time
mean?
he whispered.
He who may not be named. She's a psychic something?
I don't know.
She's possessed.
Kate, who is she?
Harriet, you met her.
Yeah, I know, but what is her full name?
Harriet Harbinger.
Harbinger of death.
Oh.
Yep.
The little boy that was with the maestro. Harbinger.
Oh.
Metal eyes.
Jaborgon.
It's starting to remember. It's going back to Christmas Eve.
A dream of worlds with orange skies.
Oh, that's a Time Lord. Oh, well, that looks cool. That looks Egyptian-like.
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, Sutekh, Egyptian.
The ashes and ruin.
Oh yeah, time to get out, break out the jergens. You out. Oh.
Oh, he gonna need more olive oil. Oh, that is a makeover for your ass.
Perish at my hand.
Oh, everybody turning Thriller. Let's go.
Yeah, like a voodoo face.
Did you think I was family, Doctor?
I did. I believed it.
Don't you touch me. Back up, fool.
That part.
Woo! If you don't, I about to say, if you don't throw some holy water on her.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Yo, okay, Sutekh. Yo, Sutekh been on that Ozempic because it is super thinned out right now. Like we need some oil of Olay. We need some cocoa butter because it is ashy and old.
Take me the hell away.
Now I'm not gonna lie. Let me first say this. There's a lot of things that's going on that's just over my head, and I'm sure that does play a part for the fact that I have not watched all the previous episodes, and I have no doubt that there is tie-ins upon tie-ins upon tie-ins to previous seasons of Who that would probably make this a little bit easier to digest. But I will say this, I was still entertained, even though I am scratching my head about some things. I am entertained, and the introduction to Sutekh was pretty well done. You know, it looked good, it sounded good, it was suspenseful. I guess my only disappointment is more or less the fact that we've only got like 2 episodes left, right? This was episode 7, I believe. So we got 1 episode left.
No, we have 1 episode
left. So we only have 1 episode left. So that part's a little disheartening just because I want more of it. How are you feeling, Rekkai?
Hey, listen. Man, you know, I've had an issue all this entire season with the internet trolls. And they were just, you know, going in, you know, Disney has ruined Doctor Who, blah, blah, blah. And it's clear that they weren't watching. This episode's fire. Now, I'm not saying it's a classic like Blink and some of the other stuff like this, but this is probably the best episode of the season.
Okay.
This, I mean, gangbuster, and to be like halfway through a 2-part finale, the whole transformation of Sue, and she didn't know it. She, you know what I'm saying, because us seeing her in all the past periods, it really kind of was leading to looking like she was the bad, and she was, you know what I'm saying, the hiding in plain sight.
Right.
But the fact that she has been taken over, housed by some entity, some spirit or something. They turned Harriet Harbinger into, you know what I'm saying, she got on the voodoo mask. You know, she straight out the Thriller video.
Straight out the Thriller video.
Yeah. The whole thing with the window, like, there was a lot of really fire, really next level stuff going on in this episode. And I'm not saying that this episode has saved the whole season or anything. Like, you know, the people that don't like it, you know, they don't like it. That's their business or whatever.
Yeah, you're not changing their mind. Their minds are made.
If they go away and don't come back, cool. I'm saying, if that's the case, and you feel that way, then stop posting about it. Understand, so I really enjoyed this episode. Even Ncuti showed, the fear on his eyes right there, because you already know he had a problem with the Pantheon. We have not seen the particular specials or whatever that had the toy maker. I think the toy maker's daughter or something like that.
Okay.
But we did see the maestro. So to go back into Pantheon, we already know the Doctor has a huge problem and does not believe that he can defeat any member of the Pantheon. So this next week's finale may be one for the books. Like if they can stick the landing, it might be epic.
Well, you were saying like the Pantheon, right? And that is what the toy maker is a part of the Pantheon. And then as this entity is naming itself, Sutekh, it starts off with that. And then it seemed like it went a level higher. And it was talking about like someone like emotional type gods, maybe like wrath and a few other little things that I've heard. And then it went up like a whole other level. And then it said, the father and the mother of all of that. I'm rubbing elbows with that in a sense. When it was naming itself, it was saying so much. It was kind of hard to kind of keep up with all the things it was naming. So it sounds like a Thanos level event kind of thing. Like this is like the top of the echelon of these godlike entities is how it's feeling.
Well, what it was doing was naming many of the names of the gods of death in different mythology. So like I think it before it became Sutekh, I think the last one it said was Set, from Egyptian mythology, hence the Egyptian motif on Sutekh. But it was naming a lot of the different gods of death, or gods of the dead, gods of the underworld in different mythologies. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it is the highest of the Pantheon, then cool. I'm here for it. I'm hoping, which leads me to my next question is, when is season 2 coming? Is it going to be, a whole calendar year again, or are we going to kind of like speed up the process? Have you heard anything regarding when we're going to get the continuation? I'm hoping it's no more than like 6 months is what I'm hoping, but that's a pipe dream.
So
yeah.
So what I have heard, and it's unfortunate I've heard this, so I will share it with you that there is definitely a season 2.
Yeah.
Ncuti is coming back as a doctor for the 15th season.
Okay.
Millie is still on as his companion.
Okay.
However,
he
has picked up a new companion.
Okay.
Who is also someone that we saw this season. They have had a very good, a track record now for a while of showing you the new companion in a different role or sometimes in a different way, kind of like they did with us with Donna. They gave us a red herring,
right?
Where we thought it was Donna and then it wasn't Donna, and then come back a year later, it is Donna. We saw Martha in an episode where she was actually killed. She was assimilated and became a Cyberman. And that was supposedly Martha's cousin who looks exactly like her. So before she became the doctor.
Okay.
So they did show the new companion already this season. And from what I understand, her and Ruby will be co-companions, or I don't know, part of the time or something. Maybe Ruby figures out this whole mystery and bows out in the middle of the season. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
So far, season 3 is still up in the air. They said that Russell T. Davies did talk a little bit about the ratings have not been what they wanted.
Okay.
However, also the show has been a supreme success, because one of the reasons that they did the partnership with Disney and they brought him in was to skew to a younger crowd.
I can see
which
that.
is one of the reasons why they brought in Ncuti, because he tested out of the roof with a younger crowd. And so for the first time ever in the history of Doctor Who, their highest demographic is the 18 to 24 demographic.
Well,
that's for damn near any show that's not reality or something that is specifically a teeny bopper show.
Right.
That is the impossible get.
Right. It seems like it's also the gift and the curse. Because those numbers are one thing, testing is one thing. Hollywood has done more testing now regarding their movies than they have ever in the history of the medium, and yet they have had the worst returns in the history of cinema as a result. So testing doesn't necessarily translate into actual, profits.
Absolutely.
Or it doesn't mean that it's going to be a success. So here's me being devil's advocate. I'm all about, you have to change, right? You got a product that's over 60 plus years old and you have to find some way to breathe new life into it. Star Wars is a perfect example. Star Wars is a product that's 50 plus, almost is creeping on 50 years, right? It's also close to it, right?
77, so yeah.
Right, it's creeping on it. And those people that were in their 20s and 30s when they watched Star Wars, they're a totally different type of demographic. Disney took over, and now we're seeing some pushback. A lot of it has to do with the demographics. A lot of it has to do with an older crowd not necessarily being as accepting to some of the changes. And I feel like this is kind of like what Doctor Who is going to go through.
You mean what those young people call boomers?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just being devil's advocate. I am all about the idea of moving further, climbing higher regarding some of these IPs. So I'm all for the blueprint of what they're going through, but there's also the very real reality that maybe they are turning their back on the core group that established it. Devil's advocate, don't come from my throat completely. I'm just kind of stating a thing that should be thought about. Is Doctor Who doing the original people that propped this IP up to begin with? Are they being fair to those individuals? Just as a topic of conversation, how do you feel?
Yes and no. Here's the thing. Everything has to change.
Okay.
And unfortunately, and if you have very strong feelings about one thing and you remember it in a certain way, it's a hard thing about nostalgia. And then not only is nostalgia where something has struck a chord with you and it means something to you.
Okay.
And a lot of times you don't want to see that change because you feel like it changing will change the way it resonates in your heart.
Right.
And that's not true. For instance, another British property I'm a huge fan of is James Bond.
Okay.
And we had the good fortune to watch a movie loosely based on true events that even involved Ian Fleming, the creator of James Bond and the Ministry of Gentlemanly Warfare.
Okay.
James Bond itself is 60, 70 years old, right along with Doctor Who.
Right.
However, you're talking about the number of changes that James Bond has seen over the years.
Okay.
And it was hard for people to let go of Sean Connery. He established the position. He wasn't even the first James Bond, but he became James Bond in everybody's hearts and minds.
Okay.
There's been a number of actors that have been James Bond ever since. And now they're even toying with the idea of making James Bond black, or they put Lashana Lynch in the last one or whatever to make James Bond a black woman. Because not that they were James Bond, but they held the moniker of 007. And people lost their mind. And I understand, because that's one of those ones I was like, I think that's unnecessary.
Okay.
Because I'm used to James Bond being one thing.
Okay.
It's hard to let go of that.
Okay.
I don't mind Chuti. He's black, he's queer, he's emotional, he's magnetic. But for your purists, that is a whole lot of changes. But to be fair, it's kind of like you said, the people who started out watching Doctor Who and they were, you know, in their teens, in their 20s, they're now 80.
Yes.
How much TV do they really watch? Are we catering to them? Like, you know,
that's a good point.
At that point, you know, the thing is, this is a TV show that's made by a corporation, and I don't care who you are, whatever corporation, they're not making a show out of the kindness of their heart. It's the bottom line. Can we get eyeballs on this show? Yeah, the business has to, you know, it shouldn't be paramount, but, you know, all entertainment is a business. Yeah. Can we get eyeballs on the show? Can we continue with not the theme, but the soul of the show? Do you still feel that the Doctor, changed in appearance, is unchanged in his initial mission, or her initial mission? I don't know if we can say that. We didn't see Classic Who. We didn't see the Who in the Wilderness. We're only part of the way through New Who.
Okay.
What I think we've seen so far, Ncuti is in line with the tradition of the Doctor. But again, you know, we're coming to it from a completely different perspective. That doesn't make us any less Whovians than people who have been around for all 60 years, in my esteemed estimation. I just think if you can get the 18 to 24, the young people to watch this, then maybe what you want for this show is this show can go on for another 60 years. Because the people who are watching now, who are 24, they'll watch until they're 84. You know, he's got our demographic, and then he's got, you know, the other demographics across and maybe some people left. I've heard a number of people that left during Matt Smith. They left during Peter Capaldi. A lot left during Jodie Whittaker. A lot didn't even show up for Ncuti. And that's unfortunate. But, you know, Star Wars, same way. Star Trek is the same way. I was never a Star Trek fan. I didn't like Star Trek. I was a Star Wars guy. But in the aughts, in the early 2000s, and the new movies written by, again, another British, Simon Pegg, love him. The new TV shows that they got, I've started to really enjoy Star Trek. And they have gotten a new fan out of me. Does that mean that they abandon the old fans? I don't know. You know, some people are like, nope, I'm strictly the next generation, and I'm not watching Picard or Discovery or Strange New Worlds. And I think that they're missing out. There's some good TV on there. But, you know, it is what it is. Right now, the only thing I'm thinking about this is, are there enough eyeballs on this to continue the tradition of Doctor Who? You know, we have always said, how strong is the story? How strong are your villains? We have not really had a defined villain this year. We've had some hints, but they never really came out and said it until this episode. So, you know, I guess we're saving the best for last, and we'll see how Sutekh has pulled a Darth Sidious and has been manipulating things for the entire season. And maybe we'll get to see, I think you said, some Thanos level stuff. And I'm here for that. The storyline has definitely gotten better. It's gotten stronger. And there have been some really good stories this season. So for the people who didn't like it, people didn't show up, good riddance.
The show so far is very hopeful regarding like having like a good basic formula. When it comes to a lot of this new television, it's all about quick cuts. People have a lot shorter attention spans now that we're in the TikTok kind of generation. The only problem is that we don't have the amount of patience that we did on previous projects in order for things to bloom. People forget that the hit series Friends was not a critical success this first season. It wasn't. It took a second. It took a couple of seasons for it to catch on, and there is a whole host of new people that can come over to watch you that have no idea. We are perfect examples of that. We had loosely heard about, well, I can speak for myself. I'd only loosely heard about Doctor Who. I knew it existed, but as far as jumping into the franchise, it took a change up for me to be interested, because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, be straight up and keep it a buck. Seeing a black face as the Doctor was the thing that made me be like, oh, okay, well, that's different. That's new. Let me see what it's about. And then because of that, we got caught into the hoopla of what it means to be a Whovian. So representation does matter, but also representation sometimes takes time, especially when you're starting out with a new franchise. So what I'm hoping is that Disney gives this franchise the proper amount of time for it to develop some groundswell, for it to get out and touch some of the people that may not necessarily have watched it if they didn't see themselves in some of these characters. We've seen people with different sexualities, different races, different, probably different religions to go along with it, maybe different political viewpoints. You know, if you want to catch catch bees, you have to use honey, right? You know, get something that can entice these people to come over, because like you said, the original fans are, you know, in their 70s, maybe pushing 80s, you know. It's time to change the focus, maybe let that demographic go and embrace the new change. They just have to make sure that they keep the story good. I know we have gone on and on and on. I don't really have any closing thoughts, but I will say this. If you've been enjoying the conversation that me and Rekkai have been having, you'll be a friend of the channel, hit that subscription button, and of course, hit the thumbs up button, because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. And if you want to listen to a very good channel where you get the time, and we're talking about time to appreciate things, Rekkai offers a deep dive with a lot of the content that we create, especially Doctor Who, where you can get a chance to kind of let it soak into your gray matter. As you can see, I'm pretty fast talking, I'm kind of quick with it. Rekkai is a different form of that yin to that yang, and for those that really like to sit there and just be talked to like a human being instead of ranted to like I am doing to you, his channel is the place for that. Rekkai, please tell the people how they get in contact with you.
You can come visit me on youtube.com/Noop from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. I try to examine these episodes and these movies that we watch with a different lens. And then I speak my truth, I guess, about what it is I see or what it is I feel in the episodes. Sometimes that resonates, you know, with you as well, and sometimes it doesn't. I am not the authority on absolutely anything except myself, and then half the time I'm wrong about him too. I want you to come over and check me out. I will do a deep dive, even though especially since this is a two-parter, I hate to do deep dives in the middle. But I need to talk about this episode just a little bit, because I was really thinking about the thing about, and I'm trying not to make it a rant that I will do just about what we are seeing, the pushback really about representation. Because representation for people like Syntell and myself, it is absolutely important for us to see ourselves in stuff like the Doctor. It's not, it's not the end all be all, because we have thoroughly enjoyed the 9th Doctor and the 10th Doctor so far. So it wasn't that we absolutely needed that, but for us to be able to resonate and identify with someone like the 15th Doctor has really helped us. And I feel really sorry for people who, once they get a change like this, they tune out because they can no longer see themselves in it. You have had 50 No, actually a full 60 years of the Doctor. And we couldn't even get 8 episodes in. And that's sad.
When you think about it in those terms, that's very revealing. Oh,
and not only that, we got a shortened season. We got 8 episodes in a Christmas special when we are used to 13 episodes in a Christmas special. So you got half of one season with Chuti and couldn't take it. And you know, I mean, the only thing that comes to mind, like I'm watching the playback right now, is Snowflakes. But you know, I won't go there. Come check me out. Nuke from the Ville.
Oh, love it. Hey, let us know what we got right, what we got wrong. And the phone is definitely what did we miss? If you can, keep it in the context of just this particular season, because we are currently reviewing some of the older Who, because Chuti brought us in. Brought me in. I'm going to speak for myself. Chuti brought me in and then showed me a whole new world, and you can help. If you want to explore that world with us, we have the Patreon and some of the back episodes on the catalog of the YouTube page. Hey, thank you all for your time. You have no idea how much we appreciate it. We love the comments, and we will catch you on the next episode. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.